here with you guys. So how are we doing today? Everybody let me know what's going on with you. We're gonna chat for about an hour or so and just get our thoughts together, refocus ourselves. For everyone who's been doing the 7-day reset and refocus for self-love, self-concept, we are on day 6 today. This is what this live is for, but it's also just to let anyone know that I do offer one-on-one coaching, mindset coaching for self-concept, and for you to be able to refocus your thoughts and to create a daily routine, an AM and PM routine. It is the number one way that I have found, just personally, me as a coach, that through trial and error of just testing out different programs that I've done over the course of a year and a half, the one thing that has shifted most of my clients, like I would say 80% of them, is me helping them to create an AM and PM routine that they can stick to. And it really just starts with like 7 days. It's literally like 7 days of your life. So that's why I offered it for free. It was a free group coaching. We still have one more day tomorrow. You will get emails for all of those things, just to let you know. If you have any questions about what I offer, just check the description, okay? Now, let's get into today's topic. We need to be able to lighten the energy around us. Lighten the energy. Shift your energy. Shift your thoughts. If you've had a shitty week or you even having a shitty day, I want you to suspend your day just for about 45 minutes. And let's just, for the sake of knowing that we are the creators of our reality, take a small portion of our time and just release all of that negativity. Or just if you just want to take 30, 45 minutes while you're with me to relax your mind. We have been talking about for the last 7 days how to relax, how to get into a state akin to sleep, how to get your brain into that theta state so that you can control your thoughts a little bit easier. You have over 65,000 thoughts throughout the day. We are not expecting you to catch every single one. However, if you get into the habit of slowing down your brain waves, what you will be able to find over time is that your mind will slow down and you'll be able to catch more of the thoughts that you want to flip. And that is the goal. Okay, so if anyone is watching this on the replay, just know that the first 10 to 20 minutes is the bulk of what the actual message is for. And then the rest of the time is for this beautiful community, Fly Tribe, for us to talk to each other and to chat and to catch up, because that's what we do on this channel. I go live every single week, once a week. I will be changing the day, but I'll let you guys know, or I'll ask you guys what days. It seems like evenings are better for you guys. You let me know. I'm just getting letting you guys get into the room. So when it comes to being able to manifest, no matter if you're angry, upset, or you're feeling doubtful, or things are not going your way, what you must realize is that this is a part of the process. You must understand that with all the beautiful things that you have going on in your life, or all the beautiful things that you're manifesting, there's also yin and yang. There's also ebb and flow. So the ebbs are like the dips. The flow is like when things are going really well for you. And in the time that things are going really well, that is the time for you to milk all of those beautiful thoughts. As soon as you have a great thought about something, or you're feeling relaxed, milk that, prolong it as much as you can, because what you're doing is you're teaching your body, you're teaching your mind that you have control over what you react to. So I must tell you this, that the number one thing I want you to remember is that no matter what's going on in your life, no matter what your 3D reality is telling you, circumstances do not matter. You always have a choice on how you choose to react to a situation. I don't care how bad it is. And your reaction to it may be a legitimate one. I'm not telling you to ignore your circumstances if they're really dire. However, after you initially react, now it's time to go into solution mode. react to your circumstances for a very brief amount of time, and then go into solution mode. What can I do right now in this moment to soothe myself and give myself the path of least resistance? If you were going through a situation where, not to speak anything negatively, but we just had like an issue in New York where people's places flooded out. There was like people who lived in basement apartments. A lot of them had really bad flooding. I personally have lived in a basement apartment about 12 years ago, maybe 10 years ago. And it was a beautiful basement apartment. However, it flooded. And when I tell you the water came rushing in at 6 a.m. unexpectedly, I woke me up out of my sleep. I panicked because all of my stuff was on the floor, and I rushed to pick up what I could because there was electric wires on my floor. Now, I know I'm giving you guys an extreme example, but this really happened to me. And this just happened to a lot of people in the past 4 or 5 days. What do you think those people were able to do in that moment? They used their fear to, fear is supposed to be used to help you in dire situations. So you go into fight or flight mode in a dire situation. You do what you got to do to get the hell up out of there so that you don't get electrocuted. I called my mother. I was crying. She said, "What are you doing? Get out of there. I don't want you to get electrocuted. The water's rushing and my things got ruined." Flash forward to 4 or 5 days later, after you guys would be here for an hour if I told you all the stuff that happened in between. Flash forward to the end. Things ruined. Me crying. Landlord. No, I cannot stay in that apartment. No place to stay. Had to figure out where I was going to live. What was my first reaction, do you think? Me being a woman who, even in that time, 10 years ago, knew that I had to look at, well, at least I didn't get electrocuted. At least my landlord was able to pay for a hotel for me for a week until she fixed my apartment. My things were ruined, but those were things that I could get back because I did have renter's insurance. So I had to start looking at the brighter side of it. And I actually ended up getting more money from the renter's insurance because of the things that I actually wrote that the things that were ruined, like my electronics. So when I say all of this to say is that you can manifest things. And then when I came back into my apartment, it was fixed up even nicer because she had to redo everything. So I ended up with a nicer apartment. I was like, okay, I'll live here for probably another 6 months, and then I got to get the hell up out of here because I don't want this to happen to me again. But what I'm trying to express to you guys is that in a dire situation, fear and doubt, I had no doubt that my situation was going to turn out better for me. But in the process of going through all of that, the one thing I kept telling myself is, I'm so thankful for this. I'm so thankful that at least I have this. I kept showing gratitude no matter what. And I was like, okay, well, what can I do on my end? I never ever gave like defeat because I knew that if I did that, I would start to feel really bad. And I was just like, I'm a good person. This must be happening for a reason. So you always want to make sure that when you're going through something trying in your life, you shift your energy to, well, at least I'm grateful for this. There's always something to be grateful for. Even in a dire situation, fear is only supposed to propel you into your greatness. It's never supposed to keep you standing stagnant. Okay? So now that I've talked for 15 minutes, if you're still here watching on the replay, just so you know, if you need anything from me, just email me at FlyGIRLSManifesting@gmail.com. We're going to continue the conversation, and I'm going to answer some questions from the beautiful, lovely people of Fly Girls Manifesting. We call ourselves a Fly Tribe, because we're fly people. We know how to get the things that we desire to have, and we are working on ourselves all day, every day, sun up to sundown. The next day is always a day for you another day for you to reset. Okay. So let me just go up and just acknowledge everyone. Thank you, Melody, for being here. Star Goddess Love, Brittany. Are you driving, Brittany, today? Lisa, Veronica's here. Manuela, thank you. Lunatic, Brielle is here. Cambridge, thank you. Lisa Rose, yay. So I'm thankful that you guys are here and everyone else who's here. Maima, how to get one-to-one coaching. Melody, email me at flygirlsmanifesting@gmail.com. If you look at the little banner that's scrolling down on the bottom of the screen, it has right there, it says email flygirlsmanifesting@gmail.com. I am going to be having a new email for coaching, but right now you can email that. So I'm going to ask some of your questions, answer. Thank you, Ryan. Hi, Blue Lotus. Appreciate you guys for being here. Let's go and ask some questions. If you call in, your question will be answered a lot sooner because I have to be on here for like 30 minutes. My husband, he's had a very stressful day, and I would love to be off so that we can have dinner and relax. Dinner is waiting on the stove. And I'm going to be on here it's 555. That's an angel number, just so you know. The time is 5:55. Okay, that's an angel number. I always catch this number. And I'm going to answer the questions from top to bottom. Unless someone wants to call in and ask a question, then your question will be first because I like to show that on my channel. I'm trying to create an atmosphere on YouTube, especially in this sector, where people are not copying each other because a lot of that goes on. I like to call myself an innovator. I'm a trailblazer. A lot of people like to copy things I do on YouTube. That's fine, but they can't be me. There's only one me. I haven't seen anyone in this sector do call-ins. I like for you guys to interact with the audience so that people can actually hear you. So I will answer. You don't have to call in, but or come on camera, but I will drop the link just in case you want to. Okay, your question will be first if you would like to. If not, it's okay. All right. So I just dropped the link for StreamYard if you want to come on. I'm going to answer some questions for you guys. Hold on. Uh-oh. Let me just post the link. I'm going to pin it. So the message is pinned up top for you guys, okay? Got it. So let me see if you have any questions. Oh, Brittany, you're grocery shopping. Manuela says, you said I have been in a very negative spiral for the past few days. I have felt like a 1 in a million shot to have an SP choose me back. Well, here's Manuela. What I'll tell you is that right now, it's really your words. And I know a lot of people don't believe this, but it's the truth. Is that it's very easy for you to say those words, but it's just as easy for you to say something different. I feel like we all fight for our limitations, or we fight for things that are not going well in our lives, and we just accept it as that's our reality. But I can assure you that there are people who have been waiting for things for 2, 3, 4 years. And as soon as they release the need to have it is when they actually start to see it come into fruition. So I'm not telling anyone to give up on their lover or a job or anything that they desire. I'm not telling you to give up. What I'm saying is to shift your thoughts to something else and just give yourself permission to take a break from wanting someone else to come back in your life and just start to really focus on yourself. That's really the only thing I can tell you. A negative spiral for the past 2 days. Okay, so you gave yourself 2 days to be in a negative spiral, but how much longer are you willing to accept that you're just choosing to go into a negative spiral? That's a choice. And I'm just gonna be honest with you. Choosing to be in a negative spiral, that is a choice. Unless you're in a dire need, like I told you, my place was flooding. In the time that the water was coming down into my basement, yes, I was in a negative spiral, but that's because I had a reason to be in imminent danger. I was literally in imminent danger. We're talking about releasing doubt and fear and shifting your energy and your thoughts to your desires today. Okay? So, unless you are in imminent danger, you do not need to be speaking about your situation in that way. If you've given yourself 2 days to be negative, why don't you give yourself 2 days to be positive? Is that a fair exchange? You could do that. I have felt like I have 1 in a million shot to have an SP come back to me. Well, if you feel like it's 1 in a million is a lot. So do you want to give up? Sometimes it's best to just leave it alone and focus on yourself. Self-concept says one thing. You focus on how you see yourself. Do you see yourself as someone who is itching and scratching, hoping and praying for your SP to be back in your life? Is that the type of person you see yourself as? Because I can assure you that you can use better words. You can use better words. I'm not going to put words in your mouth. I want you to find better words to say about your situation right now. Because when I put words in your mouth, it's like, oh, she's telling me what I should do. No, I'm telling you that you need to formulate better thoughts about your situation right now. And if you can't do that, then refocus your energy on yourself. My channel, I'm going to be focusing more on just self-concept. The SP community is very toxic. I'm just going to let you guys know. I will talk about SPs and love and manifesting romantic partners. I think it's beautiful. I've done it multiple times. I have a beautiful partner. So I do believe that you can manifest your SP. However, on my platform, I've been doing some research, and the SP term and specific person community is very toxic. And I don't want to sugarcoat things for you guys when it comes to manifesting. If the SP in your life has been showing you that, that they're not cooperating with your reality, then it might be time for you to take a break and focus on yourself, recenter yourself, and then recreate that specific person. Because I'm not going to tell you that you can't have, a person in your life. You can have anything you desire. However, if you're stressing over another person, that's not going to help you. You want to focus on what makes you feel good. If it doesn't make you feel good, take a break, recenter yourself, refocus your thoughts on yourself. How do you want to be treated? That's all that matters. Not what this person's doing, what they said. It's how you want to be treated. Right? Thank you. I appreciate you. And, I hope you feel what I'm saying, Manuela. You contribute a lot on my channel when it comes to your spirits. I know from just reading your comments often that you are a very beautiful spirit. I can tell that. But it's time to focus on yourself and let your SP come to you. You don't have to, force them. Focus on your own life, things that you desire to have. Have those inner conversations with yourself about things that matter to you. And before you know it, people will start to conform to your reality. Brittany, thank you. Veronica, hello. Lisa, yes, okay. Brittany said, I have been trying to get in. I don't know what's going on. The funny thing this week is the challenge, like Veronica, I think you came in on the private Zoom I did yesterday. And the Zoom, I think the time frame was different, child. It's been a lot going on. It's been a lot going on this week. So no, I'm not sure why that's happening, but we'll work it out. Brittany, do you have my email? You're on my email list. So just email me again, or just send me, if you WhatsApp me, then that might be an issue, because I think I might have deleted my WhatsApp on accident and then I re-uploaded it. So yeah, but we'll figure it out. Melody, I told you to email me. Yes. My email, long time no hear, but I'm glad that you're here now. I haven't heard from you in a while. I hope everything's well with you, because I remember you and I had some conversations a couple of months ago. So I appreciate you. Hi, Ryan. Maima says, can you talk about how to release resistance? Yes, I can. So the first thing, and Maima, I wish you would have been in the 7-day reset, because what I was teaching everyone is how to relax your mind, how to get into a state of very, very calming, easygoing energy. Let it be told by a lot of these people that are on YouTube that you can manifest whatever you want, whether you're mad, upset, angry, happy, sad, whatever. Yes, you can. However, it's not just about manifesting whatever you desire, whether you're frustrated or whether you're not. Every single person watching me right now that can listen to me, that may be listening on the replay, we all have different subconscious underlying limiting beliefs that we all are going throughout our days, and our lives are being programmed, and we're working off of our subconscious programming. I think this is the one thing that most people don't really like. They like to brush that under the rug, that your subconscious mind is like running your life, 95% of your life. This is like scientific study that you are being literally ran on a program that has been working since the day you came into this, into this earth as a newborn. From 0 to 7, you've been programmed. Okay. So when you talk about release resistance, it's as simple as shifting your thoughts and deciding, no matter what is going on in my life, I'm going to only think of the desired outcome. How do we do that? Your environment has to be one that is going to allow you to focus your thoughts. If you have a lot of chaos around you, on your job, in your relationship, in your personal life, we have to learn how to release negative energy, and our environments have to be conducive for us to slow down our thoughts so that we can focus. Every time you have a negative thought, if you flip it, you're going to get exhausted. You're going to get exhausted. It is exhausting. You guys tell me in the comments, it's exhausting to flip thoughts all day, every day. I don't know who the hell came up with this stuff in the manifesting community to affirm all day, every day and see you blue in the face. Just affirm. Even Neville said that you're not supposed to be affirming like, oh, I'm a millionaire, everything's working out right for me. I'm a millionaire, everything's working out right for me. That doesn't feel good. How do we release resistance? We release resistance when we have made peace with the present. And I'm glad you asked that question, Maima, because the truth is that you have to shift your thoughts into the present. The past happened yesterday. The future, you're creating today. So however you want your day to go tomorrow, you need to create that today. And guess what? If you're watching this at 6:08 EST, 6:08 p.m. EST, you actually have time, because you can revise your day right before you go to bed. Now, Maima, how do we do this? everyone who's been in my free 6-day mental diet reset for self-concept and self-love, what did I tell you guys to do before you go to bed? Can somebody who was in the class let the rest of us know? What did I tell you guys to do before you go to bed? Excuse me. Somebody who's been in my course, please don't make me look bad as a coach. What did I tell you guys to do before you go to bed? The easiest way for you to reprogram your subconscious mind and to release resistance, there's a specific thing I told you guys to do before you go to bed. Now, who's going to tell us? Okay, I'll wait. There's 3 people in here right now that was in the class. If I don't get an answer in like the next 2 minutes, then I'll tell you my email. The easiest way to release resistance, it has to do with what you do before you go to bed. So I'll wait for one of my students who was in the class to enlighten us all. All right. Brittany said, about to be driving. I just finished. Girl, you always driving. That's okay. My husband drives for a living too. So it's all good. Lisa goes, how to deal with purge. Just accept this. This is what you guys are going to be doing for the rest of your life. You are going to be balancing your actual present life, your reality, your 3D reality. This is whatever's going on right now is what you have been manifesting yesterday, a week ago, a month ago, a year ago. The deeper the feelings, the longer they probably have been lingering for maybe months and years. It's easier to flip and to revise things that just happened to you maybe like a day ago or a week ago. The less traumatic it is for you, the easier it seems to be for most people to revise it. You have to give yourself some grace. I just sat up here and told you guys that you have been programmed since you were a child. So from 7 to, let's say you're 25. If there's something that you've been dealing with that's a limiting belief about how much money you can make or whether you deserve to have people stay in your life, even if it's a lover or just a parent, if you have an abandonment issue from your past, that is something that comes up subconsciously. However, you don't even have to dig for that. Just know that those things, don't feel bad about purging thoughts. There's a lot of gunk that we got to get through. Just keep persisting in knowing that when you're purging and when things start to bubble up and you're like, oh shit, I just decided to change my life and now shit is hitting the fan. That's to be expected because science tells us that we're creatures of habit. So just say, you know what? I'm purging. It's all good. Everything is working out in my favor, and push through that purge. Push through. It's like the calm before the storm. You're in the eye of the storm, and then as soon as you start to kind of like spin a little bit and get your bearings, you might feel some turbulence with wind and rain. But at the end of the day, once you get past all of that is where all of your yumminess is, all of your blessings and your great things are. The purge is the purge. As soon as you decide, okay, I'm going to spend 7 days redoing XYZ in my life is when you start to get things that bubble up. It is what it is. Okay. It's to be expected. Next, you guys give your negative thoughts way too much credit. You're human. Those thoughts are going to come. Treat them like the drunk uncle at the barbecue. Okay? Treat them like the drunk uncle at the barbecue that just be talking, talking, talking. It's like, okay, yeah. And let's say the drunk uncle fall down and he's, on the ground and he passed out. What you do with the drunk uncle, you just pick him up, prop him up in a chair, let him sleep it off for 20 minutes, and then you keep it moving. Those are your negative thoughts in the purge. Assign the purge to like something that is like, okay, I know it has to be here, but I don't have to necessarily like give it too much energy. Just kind of like, okay, you're over there. Check on you, poke you. Okay, yeah, you good. Anyway, keep it moving. Don't put your negative thoughts on a pedestal. They're gonna come. I had a really bad negative thought a couple of days ago that was very uncomfortable, and it would not leave my head. And I had to do some meditation and some scripting. You could script if it's persisting. If anything is persistent in your life that you feel like is not going away, write it out and think about it and say, hey, why am I feeling this way? And then make you a list, a column of all the things that you feel like are not going, your way or whatever. But immediately on the next column should be the solution. Flip the thought. I can do this. Okay, you take that list, and that list, you put that list away and you never look at it again. You only look at the solution part. So whatever you write down that you want to get out of your system and purge out of your system, write a solution. The solution part, recopy that on a little note card or a little notebook or something that you're going to be able to see. And that should be your main focus. Get it out your system, rewrite it, revise it, shift the thought to what you would desire to have. Okay? Keep that list. And then that's your point of focus after that. Okay? Aw, thank you, Soulful Sound Music. I appreciate you for being here. Melody says, you said, I've been affirming for SP, and now my ex, who I used to be crazy about, is crazy about me. Yeah. You would call this like, you're probably doing something, Melody. It sounds like you're doing something with your self-concept. I've been affirming for SP, and now my ex, who I used to be crazy about, is crazy about me. Well, that word crazy. See, words matter. Watch. Just go through my YouTube channel, and I have like 2 or 3 videos in the past month about words and how your words can be spells. So if you're not really cool about like using the word my man is obsessed with me or crazy about me, because somebody can really be crazy about you, and it doesn't always register to your subconscious. You're everything that you're doing and saying, you're speaking to your subconscious mind. I wish more people on YouTube in this sector, in the manifesting Neville community, I wish more people would talk about the subconscious mind, because they have people thinking that you can just say a bunch of affirmations, and then you guys say affirmations about my ex is crazy about me or my SP is crazy about me, and then the motherfucker end up being crazy. For real. And then you're like, oh, did I manifest that? Yes, you did. You said he was crazy about you. You said he was obsessed with you. You said that he couldn't live without you. There's nothing that he could do without you. And then those are things, I'm not saying you can't manifest your SP. I'm just saying to manifest on a general sense. It does mean that the SP that you are actually manifesting in your life, you might be crossing the wires, but I would do this moving forward. If I were in your situation, I'm not saying you have to do what I'm telling you to do, Melody. If I were in your situation, I would choose better affirmations and take out the word crazy. Literally think about how you would want you and your SP to feel in a relationship together. Like, how would you feel? Feeling is the secret. Words do matter, but your feelings also matter as well. Would you feel relieved? Would you want to feel at ease? Would you want to feel at peace? Once you figure out how you want to feel and you get yourself solidified in that feeling, create affirmations or create a story. And it needs to be in the end outcome. It doesn't need to be anything about your ex or any craziness that happened. It needs to be like the desired end result. And can I just tell you guys, since I have 12 people watching, please listen to me. I love you all dearly. I am a part of a community that talks about specific people, and I understand why people use the term. It's because that's just what people use. Please start calling your specific person who they are. Is it your boyfriend? Is this your husband? What type of specific person are you manifesting? Because an SP can be a boss. It could be a friend. It could be your sister. A specific person is someone who is specifically in your reality that you're recreating, that you're telling a new story about, that you would like to be a part of your world in a different way. It's a person who means something that has significance to you. So what type of specific person is this? I'm not going to assume that you're talking about a lover unless you tell me, because I think this is important. I think this is the missing component. And I know I only have like 2K subscribers, and there are other people who have 50K that are talking about specific people, but they're not telling you guys that you need to start calling your specific person who they are. Is this your boyfriend? Is this your lover, your companion? Your subconscious mind doesn't know what a specific person is. You know what a specific person is because you watch YouTube videos. Did we know what a specific person was 5 years ago? Didn't you just call them your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your sister, your brother? If this is a romantic lover, call that person who you desire them to be in your end result. Lover, companion, boyfriend, husband, partner. Okay? Please, because, I try not to get upset about it because it's not anything, but I understand what's going on. The specific person sector is very toxic, and I'm just trying to clarify and help you guys as best as I can. Start calling these people who you want to be romantic lovers, call them who they are by like their specific name to you. My SP is who? The man who I'm manifesting as my husband, the woman who I'm manifesting as my lover, Lisa Rose says, Thursday, I woke up emotional throughout the day. I'm fine today, though, but it caught me off guard. Those are days that we just have to observe your thoughts, your feelings. And it just may be you purging. It may be just one of those days where just one of them that I want to be all alone, just one of them days. Monica says it perfectly. Don't take it personal. It's just one of those days, my dear, where you just want to be all alone and you just want to get your thoughts together. Just give yourself that day. But then once you give yourself a day of emotions, work through that. Don't let it linger. Write it out. Flip the thought into your desired result. Does anyone want me to flip a thought with them, since I'm telling you guys what to do, but maybe we need some examples? Does someone need help with me helping them to flip a situation? Let's do that before I get out of here. Cameron says, I don't even want my SP anymore. I now want someone to chase me. Someone 10 times better. Well, yeah. That's usually what happens when you work on your self-concept. There's someone that I worked with about 6 months ago. And, they kept talking about their specific person and how they wanted XYZ. And I said, okay, well, so We're not going to speak about your SP because it was like 30 days of mindset coaching that they got with me. I said, so for the first 2 weeks, we're not going to mention anything about your specific person. I said, don't even tell me the situation. It's irrelevant. I said, the first 2 weeks, we're going to focus on your self-concept. The third week, we're going to reevaluate things and how you're feeling and fine-tune some things. And in the third week, you can incorporate some things with other people. By the time we got to the third week, she had realized that the person that she thought she wanted back into her life, that she was okay with letting that situation go. That usually happens when you start to work on your self-concept. Usually you either manifest your X specific person into your life in a way that they show up differently, or you realize that that's not necessarily the situation that you want and you move on to something else. Because what a lot of people don't talk about on YouTube is that you manifest your ex back, because that's what most people want their specific person for. They want an ex-lover to come back into their life, and they want the ex-lover to be different. The ex-lover comes back into your life, and then how do you maintain that? It's an ongoing thing that you must do. So what? You get your specific person back. So what? You recreate the person. Can you maintain it? Different class, $65. That class is down, in the comments. That is a class that I teach, and you do pay for that, because maintaining a relationship once you have manifested your specific person is a whole different ballgame. I'm a wife, and maintaining my marriage, yeah, I manifested the marriage, but maintaining it is a completely different ballgame. Maintaining your SP once you get that person back it's a lot different. But yeah, that's probably because you were focusing on your on your self-concept. Tioni, thank you for being here. Oh yeah, Lisa Rose, probably because I don't know. Look, child. And the funny thing is that I do Zoom calls all the time, but I don't know. This time around, some people had some issues, but that's okay. I'm gonna email each and every one of you and just individually reach out to you all and offer you some really great things. I won't speak about them on here because it's for the people who did sign up. But you'll have an opportunity to still ask me personal questions. I know a lot of people don't want to give out their personal information on here, so I get it. It's all good. But do know on this platform, I'm going to be doing like different stuff. There's so many people on YouTube that just sit up and talk and run their mouth. And I don't want to be one of those content creators. I want you guys to understand that the videos that you're watching from all of us, all content creators, they're great. There are a few people that, okay, whatever. I'm not going, I'm not going to rag on nobody. But for the most part, most of us as manifestation coaches and people who are giving of ourselves to an audience, we mean well. A lot of us have experience with manifesting really great things. However, when you watch a video, what I've learned, I used to do this. I used to watch manifestation videos. I don't even watch half of the stuff I used to watch. I have like 5 people that I love, and I watch them, and I just, just either for confirmation, or I watch them just to kind of make sure that my mind is still saturated with beautiful thoughts and, the content. What I would implore for you guys is when you listen to someone like me or any other content creator, that you implement the things that the person is teaching or offering to you to see if they work for you. I mean, there comes a point where you're watching, you have to do as well. That's how I've been able to manifest everything in my life that I love and desire to have. I never thought I was a person that could make 6 figures. I never thought I was a person who could be married and happily married and living a life that is abundant and I have peace. I prayed for that. I don't clock in to anyone's time clock. And I'm proud of myself for that because I make the money that I desire to have. And I do that by being myself. I work online. I have multiple sources of income. YouTube is not even my main source of income. I make a little change on YouTube because I am monetized. A lot of people would like to know how to be monetized. I got monetized very quickly because I researched it. You can manifest your SP. You can manifest being self-employed or having a business. You can manifest great health. You can do this fairly quickly. You have to tap into your own manifesting code. How does your mind work? Some people, affirmations work greatly for them. Some people, scripting works. Some people just sit on their ass and just be like, I got this. Those are the privileged people of the world that shall remain nameless. Some people were born into privilege. So they just assume that they naturally assume that the law of assumption works out for them no matter what. I'm not mad at them. You can't help that your parents, you were born into a family with wealth that was built on other people's backs. That's not your fault. You also can't help that you were born as a person who is naturally gifted at reading music or doing whatever. What you can help is your thoughts and your words. You can control how you view things. You can shift your mind, your reality, like that. As soon as somebody tells you, oh, because you look like this or XYZ, those type of people don't do whatever, or they don't make it. You can decide in your mind that, okay, that's your opinion and that may be what society says, but that doesn't mean that I have to identify as a victim or a person who doesn't get to live an abundant life. How you identify is a part of your self-concept. Identify as the woman who always is chosen by her lover, that's loved and adored. Choose that no matter what's going on in your life, that you're always going to be put in a position because you are blessed and highly favored. Choose that identity. Identify as the luckiest woman in the world, the luckiest man in the world. Choices. Yeah. Soulful sounds music. This is very important. You can absolutely talk to people in your head. I think in my 7-day reset, I said this multiple times. If you cannot visualize, or you find it that your visuals in your head, they may not be as vibrant as you would think that they are. You can have, Neville talks about like phone conversations. This is why I love Neville. I'm not a Neville channel, but I do love Neville teachings, because Neville is not the first person that I heard say this. I heard this from, and by the way, while you guys are listening to 16 people, just so you know, do you realize that Abdullah, the mystic, was Neville's, like, his guru, who was an Ethiopian man who was, he was like my complexion or darker. He was a mystic from Ethiopia who spoke about spiritual law. And Neville had an experience with Abdullah where he was trying to go to Barbados. And Abdullah was like, you're trying to go to Barbados. You're already there. And Neville was like, I don't get it. He closed the door on his ass. So Neville was like, oh, he's rude. So then the next time he saw Abdullah, he was like, the last time I saw you, I was talking about Barbados. And Abdullah goes, what about Barbados? And Neville was like, yeah, I'm trying to go there. He said, you're trying to go to Barbados, or are you already there? And Neville was still confused. Like, why does this man keep telling me I'm already in Barbados when I'm telling him that I'm trying to get there? What Abdullah was doing very effectively is refusing to accept a different reality than what he knew to be true. The third time that this man Neville came to Abdullah, Abdullah stopped him and was like, so here's what I need you to do. Since you're not getting it, you're already in Barbados. What is the first thing you need to do? Long story short, finally Neville got it and was like, I need to pack my bags. Yes, ding, 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 ding. If you're already in progress to going to Barbados, your bags need to be packed. You need to also make sure that everything is arranged for leaving. And in your mind, you have the conversation with the people as you are landing in Barbados. He said he created a scene where as he was landing in the airport, he was talking to the person who had arranged the flight for him. And Abdullah said, okay, recreate that in your mind and do that every night that you go to bed. In about a month, the same scene that Neville created from his guru, Abdullah, a black man, his ass is able to get his flight booked in Barbados, and it was impossible. Literally, the whole world around him conformed to what his thoughts were doing in his inner conversations. He was having conversations with people, congratulating him, or not necessarily congratulating him, but like just telling him like, oh, everything's good. Yeah, your flight is booked. Okay, yeah. Boom. So Neville is the GOAT of what we're doing, but Neville was taught by someone else who was a mystic, who believed in the power of creating scenes, inner conversations with yourself. This is why I love Neville, because of who he was taught by. And there's not a lot about Abdullah, but Neville, he absolutely adored Abdullah. So I believe that he was taught very well, and that's why I like his teachings, you know. Yeah, Melody, my WhatsApp, it's all good. I mean, my work number is my WhatsApp number. So 718-947-6709. That's the WhatsApp or not, that's still my work number. So you could always talk to me there. I'm going to get rid of that WhatsApp because what I realize about WhatsApp is that people can actually talk in their own private stuff. And I did it at the beginning, but it's only for people who are international. If you're an international person, then yeah, you can WhatsApp me, but I'll figure that stuff out. Manuela says, I was not clear. I have never had an SP. I just thought that no one would want me back. I have not been doing the work. I have not chosen to do intentional journey, so I would choose to be. Yeah, that's all. Make a choice. Thank you. Thank you. Lisa Rose, thank you. Yes, that's what I talked about in the coaching. SATS, which is state akin to sleep. That is how you release resistance. You can definitely revise your day. Let's just say that you had a shitty day. Somebody cussed you out. You cussed somebody out. You didn't like that. Boom. Before you go to bed, you relax your mind. And that scene that you didn't like, you could immediately imagine a scene where, let's say a person cut you off in traffic and you guys had a interaction that you didn't like. And it really made you feel some type of way because it was bad. Before you go to bed, you could imagine the scene right before the person was trying to come up, and imagine that one of you stopped and let the other person go. Revise it that you guys were kind to each other, because you never know what that person may have been having a bad day. That person's mama just may have died. You don't know what people are going through for them to be nasty to you. So you can revise the day and assume that the person may have been having a bad day and that, you know what, I let it go. Or you could revise the whole scene where you could just say, okay, the person's trying to get in front of me. What are they doing? My husband does this all the time when he's driving. We have the saying, look, I'm not the king of the road. If this person is trying to speed in front of me, okay, go. You clearly you're in a rush. Go. So you can revise the scene to be exactly how you wanted it to be, where you guys gave each other respect and one of you guys let each other go ahead, and it was nothing. It was no craziness. You could do that. Because what that does is when you revise that scene, it doesn't live rent free, and it reprograms your subconscious for the next day for you to, now anyone else who comes in contact with you treats you with respect and treats you with kindness. When you revise things, you revise the reaction, which in turn helps you to keep manifesting the positive outcome of the situation. Right? I'm going to answer 2 more questions because we're on the hour mark. And like I said, I was only going to be in here for about an hour. So I'm going to answer 2 more questions. And if I don't get to your question, just email it to me. Just know that if you come on, like you come on whenever I'm live, your question is answered. A super chat question is always answered first, because I'm going to start getting off like at the 1 hour mark, just so that we're not going too long. Eternal Abundance says, I have gotten quiet with my SB, and now he's messaging me more. Thank you, Danielle. My manifestation is done. He adores me as I do him, just working on me. Yeah, that's all. What's the yes, please, Brielle? What were you saying yes to? I didn't catch it. Maybe I missed. Maybe I asked the question and I missed it. Somebody's been copying me on YouTube with my head wrap. And I know head wraps are not exclusive to people. So I was like, okay, well then copy this. I welcome for people to be their authentic self. There's only one me on YouTube. How about that? What was the yes please you guys were asking about? I'm sorry. I probably rambled past that. Other people can come in when you're affirming for your lover. That's just showing whatever you're affirming for. If people come into your life, that's showing you what you really feel. Because you can say all day, I'm a millionaire, but if you don't feel like you're a millionaire, any type of limiting beliefs, you're going to have to work through that purge. But, I would treat, if you're manifesting your specific person, but other people are coming in, why not look at it as it's kind of like, okay, I'm on the right path. That's usually what it means. I get upset when I don't hear back. Oh, you guys were saying to flip the thoughts. Okay. So let's do that. Let me, what? Excuse me, guys. Some water. Some water. Ooh. But why do other people come in when you are affirming for your lover? Okay. So let's flip that thought to, I love the fact that my lover and I, we are in a committed relationship, and that he and I, we are stuck together like glue. Me and my husband, we joke and we say we're Velcro. That's our joke. But just flip it to like your ideal and refer to you and your lover as you guys are stuck like glue. No matter what, it's just me and him. We love spending time with each other. We are so in love, and I'm thankful that he is a man who expresses how much he loves me and that I am the only woman that he sees that's for him. Melody, you can flip it to that. Brielle says, I get upset when I don't hear back from Nathan. How do I flip my thought? You can flip your thought. Just don't even acknowledge that you get upset. The opposite of upset is happy, elated. I'm so elated every time I hear from Nathan because he calls me a lot. Not only does he call me a lot, he tells me all the time how much he and I are the perfect fit and that he can see us in the future building a beautiful life. Right, Brielle? That's how you flip it. Soulful Sounds Music says, in my opinion, you have to willingly forget everything that has happened in your past with you and your person in order for it to be. You can't forgive but not forget. You have to do both. Okay, I agree with everything except for the forget. Forgiveness usually means that you are willing to. This is what I actually wanted to do a video about this. People say forgive and forget. Who are you forgiving though? I think you need to forgive yourself first. Okay? Because everything starts with self. So I do agree with you. You have to be willing to forget everything that has happened in the past. Not if somebody's put their hands on you. Not if somebody has cheated on you and had a baby on you. Not if someone has stole all your money and now you bankrupt. No. We ain't forgetting that. Hello? So boundaries, standards. We forgive ourselves first. And when you are manifesting an ex person, then yes, you can't go back and keep bringing up the stuff that they did in the past if you're looking to move forward. So yes, I do agree with that. But child, there are boundaries to this forgiving and forgetting. The slate ain't completely clean when somebody has traumatized you. And that's why this specific person community can be very toxic, because some coaches and people online and content creators are telling you that you can have a specific person and you should just forgive and forget no matter what. And I'm like, whoa. Within reason. Forgive and forget within reason. No abuse. And I'm talking about mentally, spiritually, or emotionally. If the person just didn't work out and it was just something that you both kind of went through, like a little bit of toxic stuff that you both have grown from, I can see that. But some of these people that you guys are manifesting back in your life, if I'm being honest with you, you need to just find somebody new. Sorry, I said it. Not saying you can't manifest them back now. Don't say that I didn't say that, because God forbid I say that. It's like, oh, I can have whatever I want. Yeah, you can, but why do you want someone who caused you all the strife in your life just because you miss them? You know? I won't even get into narcissistic behaviors and stuff. Sometimes it's just better to let it go. You got to work on yourself first. If you work on yourself first, you'll be able to recognize whether this person deserves another chance to be in your life. Because God knows you can break up with someone and manifest them back into your life, and it can be a beautiful thing. I'm not saying that, maybe somebody that was an ex, you guys can't come back together and realize, oh my goodness, we both have grown, or we're committed to doing better. That definitely can happen. I've seen it happen. So y'all manifest y'all SPs. Just don't manifest back the same behavior that caused you to break up. That's all. Hi, Eugene. Appreciate you. Eternal Abundance says, I have him as husband in my phone. Yes, that's how he. But now, when you have him as husband in your phone, what is the definition of a husband to you? Because that's another thing. I have a husband, and they're different from boyfriends. My husband became a whole different person when he asked me to marry him. Just saying. Not for a bad reason, just he's different as a husband. As a boyfriend, he was great. You know, as a fiance, he was a little like, okay, we getting married. As a husband, he's like, you my woman. He's very loving and protective. And he love his wife, boy, I tell you that. He loves being a husband. That's what I will say. And I manifested that. I manifested a man who loves being a husband and loves being in a marriage. So be specific when you say husband. What type of husband do you want? Do you want a loving and doting or controlling husband? Just affirm that your husband is loving, he's doting, he's a protector, he's a provider, he's responsible with his money, stuff like that. Because marriage is a business contract. Y'all be asking for stuff that y'all may not be ready for. His debt is your debt. No, marriage is a great thing. I would say that. My marriage is great. I don't know about nobody else. Yes, Neville. Let me tell you something. Abdullah is Neville's angel. Yes, Almaz, exactly. Abdullah taught Neville the law. We're going to talk about the law because, not tonight, but we're going to talk about it on this channel. I absolutely love Neville's teachings. I think most of you guys are here from, the community. And I think you all, this is what I will say before I leave. I'm answering questions, but I want you guys to get the gist of what I'm saying. Case in point, when I spoke about Neville and Abdullah, how he would just not let Neville keep saying, I'm trying. He was even almost rude, like to the point where Neville was like, he's rude. He was trying to teach him, well, not trying, he was teaching him that no, I'm not going to allow you to accept the reality that is not what you desire. And I feel like as a coach, sometimes I may come across a little bit blunt, but it's because I want people to get out of the habit of wavering between what they think they can have and just accepting that if you do one thing, which is to focus on the end result, live from the end, not whether you can have it, not how it's going to come to you. Go online and research how to apply for, let's say you want to manifest a car. Go online, research the necessary steps of buying a new car. Start from step 1 up into fruition. Immediately imagine yourself signing off the documents for your new car. The reason why you need to know the steps is because you need to be sure that when you manifest your actual car, or whatever it is that you're manifesting, that you are 100% sure that it was you that did it and it wasn't some outside force that did it. That's when it comes to manifesting things and erasing doubt. When you know the steps that you took to do it, you can do it again and again and again. Fear is to be expected, but you still got to push forward through that negativity. So that's why you should write down things. Write down what you desire, what's bothering you. Make a list on the other side of the solution or what the desired outcome is. Copy that list. Keep that list with you. Throw away the bullshit list of all the things and all your limitations. Only keep the list of the solution. And review that every night before you go to bed. And every night until you wake up, until you persist in that and it has to harden into fact. Yes, I would tell you to do it in your mind, but half of y'all can't even, you got kids, you got a job. There's a lot of distractions in your life. At least the card or at least the list. I'm saying a tangible list. This will program you a lot faster because your subconscious mind can be programmed without you even knowing it already. So at least keep the damn card near you or your list. I had a list. This was my affirmation for 7 days. I wanted to do 1 hour of music, meditation, and creativity. So right when I got up around 6 or 7, for 1 hour, I got to listen to music, dance around, or I meditated, or I did something creative like drawing. Well, guess what? On day 6, today I woke up and I found that I want to wear more colorful stuff, even though purple's my favorite color. I wore like a very colorful hat today. I came home and I was drawing some stuff. The dinner that I'm cooking, it's like very colorful with peppers. My meditation, I had a beautiful dream. Just from focusing on just doing this one little thing for 7 days, my focus started to shift into more creativity, more music and dancing, more color. The meditations that I did when I decided to do them before bed, I'm getting more insights. So you can say anything. You want to focus on manifesting $4,000 or your SP and you having a great date. Keep it in front of you. Remind yourself of it right before you go to bed, as you're falling asleep, and right when you get up. That's my tip for you guys, and that's all I really can tell you. I have to get out of here, but thank you. As for Germany, it's probably really late. Thank you, my dear. I appreciate that. And you're beautiful. I love your profile picture. Isn't she beautiful, guys? You have a great profile picture. Okay, Tiani, for you. Oh, yeah, Lisa, thank you. Tiani goes, can you provide examples how to release the need? If you need something, it means that you don't already have it. So let's just say you need money for your rent. Okay, that's a legitimate need. However, how do I release the energy? Needy energy creates more need. So I've been in this situation before. Many moons ago when I was in my 20s. I'm 30. I'm about to be 30. My birthday's in October. My birthday is next month. So I'm a Libra. Many moons ago when I was in my early 20s, I needed money to pay my rent. I needed money. I needed the money. How did I release the need? I got down on my knees and I lifted my hands up and I said to God, the Most High, I said, I don't know what to do. Can you please show me the next step? So you're asking me, can I provide an example? I can only provide the example from maybe my personal experience, is that when you don't know what else to do, need is like desperate. Because you don't need to want for anything in this world. Everything is provided for you on a spiritual, energetic level. But if we're talking about if you're in a need for something, you're already in a energy of your thoughts are focused on, I can't have it. A person who needs something, this is what I think your thoughts are. I can't have it. I don't know how I'm going to get it. Why is this happening to me? How do I get it? So let's just do better thoughts. I don't know how I'm going to get it, but I do know that there are many people in this world who have needed things and they've gotten them right away. I'm no different from anyone else. I deserve to have beautiful things in my life. I believe that things could turn around for me. Actually, things could turn around for me fairly quickly. Why not? Other people have experienced things in their life and it's turned around for them quickly. I wonder if I could do something right now that could improve my situation. Okay. Well, Since I know that right now in the moment, there may not be anything I can do right now, what I can do is I can focus on something else that makes me feel good. How about this? Maybe I'll listen to some comedy. Maybe I'll listen to my favorite CD. Maybe I'll listen to a playlist that makes me feel good. You see, like you got to soothe yourself out of that neediness. The perfect example for me is whenever I feel very anxious about something or my thoughts are, I just, can't get them to refocus right away. Shift that energy. Shift it. The best way to release is to shift your energy immediately. If you're having a negative thought, put on your favorite song. My theme song right now is it's Ariana Grande and 2 Chainz, Rule the World. I have the words in my head, and as soon as I feel any type of like, oh my God, or whatever, I just immediately put on my playlist. Music can shift your energy. Comedy can shift your energy. Taking a nap. Affirming for the actual desired outcome while you're falling asleep. Eugene says, how do you mentally get back in the rhythm when you feel stressed out or you feel you are about to burn out? Rest. I know some people say, oh, easy for you. You're just saying to rest when you work from home. No. Working from home is I still have work. As soon as you feel like you're about to burn out, I've learned this from running a business by myself. You guys think that you email me and it's just one of you. It's like 50 people that email me every single day. 20 people entered into my free coaching program. 10 people actually consistently showed up. But that's okay. But those 10 people also needed me as well, plus my actual other clients that I have and all my other personal things, and I have a family. So when I feel like I'm about to be burned out, and this is what I tell, I have a client that I'm doing, she's doing her business stuff. Yes, you may have things to do, but what's important is how you treat yourself, your self-concept, your self-care, how you treat yourself. You matter first. So if you feel like you're about to be burned out, stop. Trust me, the world will understand. The world will understand. You have to refill your own cup. And when I say stop, I mean stop. Put everybody on notice and say for the next 2 days, I will not be available. I don't care if I've had to tell a client, can we push back our meeting because I have something very important to do? And I didn't tell the client that it was because my legs and my body and my back was hurting me, because I was just going. You just have to stop everything. Lay in the bed, allow your cells, your mind to quiet, and just stop. And put everyone on notice. They'll be okay. Yeah. No. I wouldn't say do that. I wouldn't say do that now. Winnie 64, thank you for being here. Good to see you, my dear. I haven't seen you in a while. I think, okay, so before I leave, you guys are good with going live a little bit later, because I know most people get off work a little bit later. Because I think around this time, I usually have people that are in here that, I just want to show up for you guys. So with that being said, if you don't have any more questions, your thoughts create your realities. Now, channel memberships are coming very soon, meaning that I will be offering for a very small fee, no more than $10 here or there. But I will be going more in depth with Neville's teachings. And I will also be doing more live coaching that is more scheduled. So the channel memberships are for people who don't necessarily want to pay the fee for a larger sum for one-on-one coaching, or maybe you do. The channel memberships, it is group coaching though. It's not one-on-one. One-on-one with me is amazing. If I must say so, I'm very attentive to one-on-one coaching if you decide that that is an option. Okay. Also, I want to thank all the new subscribers. I will be going live once a week. I would like to make Fly Girl Fridays or Fly Tribe Fridays, whatever we're going to decide it to be, a question and answer, and just to focus on like our mental health, resetting our week. Remember, Friday is 2 days away from the new start of the week. So going into the weekend, I would love to go live like this time or whenever, maybe a Thursday or Friday. We'll figure it out, where I help you reset your week. That is my gift to you guys, is you can always tune in on a Friday afternoon and hear someone who's going to help you to reset. The next day is always a new day to reset. Okay? We'll figure it out. Any questions that you have, email me at FlyGirlsManifesting@gmail.com. If you would like for me to help you to custom make your own affirmations, not these little bullshit affirmations that you guys are listening to on YouTube for 8 hours, and you guys are telling me that you're having nightmares. You won't have nightmares with your own voice. Your subconscious is being traumatized. And people just like, well, how come I had a nightmare? Because you're listening to something that is your subconscious. I'm not saying you can't listen to 8-hour tracks. I'm just saying that I can help you to customize them with your own voice. An hour at the most. You listen to those throughout the week, before you go to bed, while you're waking up, or just play them in the background on a loop if you want to. And yeah, if you would like that, email me as well for custom made MP3 from 1 hour to 3 hours at the most. 8 hours I don't do. I'm not a fan of it, and I don't want you to say that you had nightmares from me, because a lot of people have been complaining that their 8-hour tapes are giving them nightmares. Not from me, from other people. I won't say no names though. All right, I love you guys, and I will be having new content the entire week. If you are a part of the 7-day reset, I will send an email by 9 a.m. tomorrow. You know what? No, I should send it tonight because you guys need the link. So you'll have it by 8 a.m. because I'm going to send it tonight for you guys. Yeah, that would be smart. I'll send it tonight so that everybody will get a chance to get it for tomorrow. It's at 12 noon, and it's just a private Zoom for those who have already signed up. Don't worry if you didn't sign up. I will be having another one at the end of September, and I will let everyone know. Okay? So you guys have a wonderful evening, and I'll talk to you soon. Love you, Fly Tribe. You guys are so beautiful. Thank you for being here. I'm going to go get some tea. My throat is bothering me. I've been talking all day. Bye. You're welcome, Manuela, and love you too, Eugene. Lisa Rose, thank you. All right, I'm out of here.